Alright, welcome back. In this chapter, we're going to define a dictionary, but we're going to define it different from the previous videos. So, we're just going to use a var named codes, for example, and telling new dictionary that I needed. And this time, we're going to use type string for both key and value. And the difference is we're going to define it here, not after that. So I am using version 5 of C Sharp. It's old, but the syntax is different from the newer one. But in this version, I'm going to define it like that. So it would be like the key, which is string, of course, and the value. So NY stands for New York. Yeah, that's correct. Uh, so let's define some other values like TX stands for Texas. CA stands for, yeah, California. So we have our dictionary with the type string for both key and value. So we're going to now use a method called try to get value. It's like if you just call the dictionary itself and look for try get value, it will give you a boolean which you can just define the key and you can store the value in a string. So it would be like give me the ny. The key is ny and save it in state. I need to use it out here. Okay, and need to close the parentheses here. Alright, we have error because we are fucking using C Sharp 5 and we need to define a like string state for the if statement, and here you can just out it as a state. Yeah, that's correct. And now just give me the goddamn state. Alright, the key would be ny and the value will save in the state variable, and here we print the state, so it would be New York. Yeah, so if I use CA, it would be California, as you can see. So also, if you want to iterate through your dictionary using for each, as before, bad item in codes. Yeah, that's correct. Codes, and you can just print the item. Okay, NY, New York, TX, Texas, CA, California. Or you can define them like, for example, key plus item.key plus space and say, let's say value and item.value. NY value New York, key TX value Texas, key CA value California. In the newer versions of C Sharp, you can just define the variable here. So you can just say out string state. But since I'm using C Sharp version 5, it is old, I am defining it this way. Also for this syntax, in the newer C Sharp, you can just use syntax like this. See, NY and then equal to the value that should be New York. Yeah, I remember that. But since we are using old C Sharp, we just use this old syntax.